And now, our feature presentation.
Fussy, who hired this crew?
What's your favorite scary movie?
I'm smart, you're dumb. I'm big, you're little. I'm right, you're wrong.
Show me the money!
Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
Baby, you are so money and you don't even know it.
Yeah, I thought this was good.
Oh, boys! I'm back!
This is the kind of movie you accidentally discovered and immediately felt like you weren't supposed to be watching it. Tonight we're talking about Kama Sutra. Hey everybody, welcome into 52/1996, your live movie conversation podcast where we rewind the clock and dig into the films of 1996. One movie at a time. I'm your host, Cody, and this week I'm joined once again by the wonderful Steven as we break down our movie Kama Sutra, A Tale of Love. If this is your first time hanging out with us, goodness.
What a time to join.
What a time to do. This is a weird month to come in, but we welcome all comers.
All comers.
All comers. The idea is pretty simple. Every week for 52 weeks, we revisit a different movie released in the year 1996-ish. We talk legacy vibes, performances, trivia, anything else we can muster to put on this podcast. And this season we are we do things in themes. Typically, theme lasts for an entire month, and we're in the month of February. We're coming to a close in February. Typically, this is where I'll put like romantic comedies and romance. I mean, movies, romantic drama things. And this month or this year, I was like, I'm going to spice it up a little bit because I saw 4 movies here that I thought might get pretty spicy and sexy. And I said, yeah, they'll go together. I haven't seen any of them. So I thought I'll have what she's having is a good theme, spotlighting 1996 movies about sex and the complications around that. And so now I've seen 4 movies I've never seen before. And we're done with sex month. But before we get like into it, until we start our first position here, have you seen this movie before, Steven?
I had not seen nor heard of this movie before.
Yeah, I actually had heard of this movie before. Give you a little peek into. I love whenever some elements of my life come out in this podcast. But like, I remember seeing this movie on TV because I was in high school. My parents had finally gotten satellite so that we could watch cable, networks and stuff. And I remember this movie either being, I think it was on IFC.
I was about to say, what channel was it on?
IFC. I think this was on IFC. And I was like, hey, it's 1 a.m. And this thing says it's about the Kama Sutra, which if you're a teenage boy, you're like, I know what the Kama Sutra is. Like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, you look into that stuff. But yeah, definitely did not know the plot of this movie. And I think I honestly, like me remembering this, I think I got bored because things didn't happen quickly enough for me. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to go try and find something on.
I'm going to move on to HBO.
Yeah, I'm going to see if HBO's got something spicier. So yeah, that's the only thing I knew about this movie. I knew it took place in India, and that's about it. So Kama Sutra, A Tale of Love. What were you thinking was going to happen?
Like, not to get too far into it, obvious. I appreciate the warning about the opening scene.
Yeah.
And so based on the opening scene, I was kind of thinking that they were going to be lovers, that it was going to be another kind of Indian lesbian drama. They're supposed to be with the prince, but they love each other kind of thing. And
better movie, right?
Got something very different.
Yeah, I did. I thought this was going to be a queer film, and I did. It did not. It did not live up to that, and there was none of that. Honestly, it's funny though. Like you pull this up on Letterboxd, it says it's an LGBTQ plus movie.
Somebody
Like-
watched the first scene and cut it off.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, there's two girls involved. Here we go. We've got this.
Yeah.
Why not?" Yeah. So I agree with you on that. It was very it misled me several times. And I'm sure we'll talk about it. But let's go ahead and dig in. Let's start talking about it a little bit more. And this might be our shortest episode of the month, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, the movie is called Kama Sutra, Kama Sutra: A Tale of Love. It actually premiered at the Toronto Film Festival in 1996. I don't know why it was on the list that I found, but it didn't come out until in America until February of the next year. So in '97, but it did come out in Toronto, in Canada, on September 11th of 1996. So we're just going to work with it because sometimes mistakes. It was directed by Mira Nair. She's probably most famous for at this point in her career a movie she was nominated for called Salam Bombay, Oscar nominated film there. She also did a movie called Mississippi Masala starring one of our actresses here, the one that plays Tara, and Denzel Washington, about an Indian girl that moves to Mississippi and finds love with Denzel Washington. I'm interested in that movie, honestly. And then probably her most well-known movie is called Monsoon Wedding, just about an Indian wedding. It's actually pretty good. And then fun fact that I learned recently is that this is the mayor of New York's mom. This is Zohran Mamdani's mom, and she's been doing this for a while. She also wrote this film. The first part of it is based on a short story, Utran, by Wija Tabassum. I'm struggling with the names. The cast includes people named Indira Varma as Maya, Sarita Shaduri as Tara, the princess, Naveen Andrews, probably most famous for his work on Lost, as Saeed, as Raj Singh, Ramon Tikaram as Jay Kumar, Avjit Dutt as Vizier, Rekha as Rasa Devi, and Harish Patel as Doctor. So in 16th century India, Princess Tara is raised alongside her maid, Maya. The two best friends turn into enemies when Tara becomes engaged to King Raj Singh. Embittered by Tara's sudden poor treatment of her, Maya sleeps with Raj on his wedding night and is expelled from the palace. With her mastery of sexual technique, Maya continues to entice Raj, who is too distracted by the hedonistic pursuit to realize his kingdom is in danger. That's not a good synopsis of this movie. There's too much that happens in this movie. This movie had a budget of $3 million, box office return of $8.6 million. It was very mixed reviews from people. It has 41% on Rotten Tomatoes. IMDb has it at a 6.0 out of 10. Letterboxd at a 3.3 out of 5. Roger Ebert gave it 2 out of 4. He said the problem in the end is that Kama Sutra adds up to very little. The story is contrived and unconvincing. The psychology is shallow, and the moments of truth are passed over for moments of beauty. The film is lush and voluptuous to regard, but I expected more from Mira Nair, and I was disappointed. She is better than this. So he had some thoughts. This husband and wife couple also gave their review of it, saying that it celebrates women's sexuality as a healing and liberating force. I feel like that's about a 5-minute part of this movie is women's sexuality. So thanks, Frederick and Marianne Brissot, for that.
Man, it looks like that it was also shown, and it must have been shown in Spain because it was a nominee for a Golden Seashell in '96 as well. But I don't know anything about the Film Independent Spirit Awards, but how did it win for cinematography?
Which honestly, there are some parts in this movie that are really beautiful. There's some shots where I'm like,
oh yeah,
that's great. why are we not leaning into this and like making there's a good movie here. It's just not here. In my opinion. I don't know if you liked it.
I don't know what other movie. I mean, we haven't gotten too far into '96 yet, but best cinematography is, even though there are beautiful moments in this movie, is wild that anybody gave this best cinematography. But
yeah, it's not the best, not the best. So that leads us into the beginning of our discussion. We break this down into different categories and things like that. So let's talk about some of the scenes that really stick out, define the movie for you. What about you? What do you want? You want to start with the opening scene, or is that a WTF for you?
I mean, we could start with the opening scene. It wasn't. It was uncomfortable for sure. Uncomfortable way to start a movie, and I don't think would be allowed now.
Yeah, I doubt it. And like nothing, like it's so weird how it was filmed. Like it is, two young girls like bathing in water and nothing is shown, but it's like very like obviously we're talking about a movie called Kama Sutra. They're sexualizing these young girls from the beginning of this, and I don't think that's the intention of it, but like just put something on. Like you don't see anything, but like you do see things. Like it's
well, I like the point of Maya later in the movie goes swimming fully clothed.
Yeah.
They go swimming. Why can't these two young girls be fully clothed?
Yeah. It was
that would be my argument against it, is that if she can go swimming as a full grown girl much later, then why can't these? And I think that there is a tie to later in the movie with the water.
Yeah.
And is a necessary scene, but they could be fully clothed and it would be the same.
And the whole part of this opening scene, I mean, besides them bathing or whatever, is just to show Maya and Tara and that they were friends. They were little girls who grew up together. One of them is a servant girl. The other one is the princess, but they like each other. They, for the most, friends. And that's kind of what we're supposed to see there. But they cut into that super quick, and they're like, "Oh, Maya is favored, even though she's the servant girl, over Tara because Tara can't get, the dances down correctly, and Maya is just really good.
There was another way to build that.
Yeah, and honestly, like I really wish they would have established them as being better friends, because I never felt it. Like I never had really. I knew what the movie's trying to tell me, and I took it from that. But like from what we got, I was just like, I'm supposed to be convinced that these people like each other, and I'm not, because you immediately show me that Tara hates Maya because she does the dance better than her. Tara hates Maya because of, her getting the eyes of, the prince or whatever. Like,
don't you think that could be accomplished very simply too? Like like kind of chasing each other and running and laughing before they take the bath. Like, it wouldn't take but like another couple minutes to establish that.
And this is a long ass movie too. This movie's too long for all this bullshit to be going on. Like give me this so that I can feel, because there is a payoff like kind of what I think you're getting to, like the scene that with the water and everything later in the movie. Again, it like everything that was established up until that point, I don't believe that scene later in the movie. Like it's just like whatever. It's just wasted on me. Yeah, why do you care? And oh man, I can't wait to get to that scene.
Yeah, let's get there.
Bath buddies are real buddies. Thank you.
Amen.
Hey, bath buddies for life. But yeah, so the little girl, I just put little girls as the scene title because
I put Maya and Tara young then old.
Yes. And yeah, once they're doing their little eye dance thing and everything, it transitions into them being older girls. I don't know nobody talks about ages in this. I don't know what age anybody's supposed to be. I have a beef with Bicky or whatever his freaking name is, Bikram, which I didn't list him in my my people at the top. He is an old man, and I think he's supposed to be a young man in that first scene, and it's weird.
Yeah. I will say that as soon as it transitioned and they were 25,
Yeah, let's go with 20s.
23,
Yeah.
24,
Yeah.
like 25, I was like, thank God.
Yeah.
Immediately, I was relieved.
I'm not. Yeah, when I told you the beginning of this was weird, I was not lying.
I was
But
happy
yes,
that happened fast.
yes.
Like
I was like,
we're
I don't
5-10
need
minutes
any of
in and they
this.
make the switch to them being older. And I was like, all right.
And I know this takes place during, I don't know what the time period is of this. Like, is this the 1600s, 1700s, 18? I don't know when this is. It felt a little bit like 17 to 1800s ish.
Yeah.
And I know the world was a different time back then, and we let things happen that would not fly today. I was still I was uncomfortable.
Very.
There's in this scene. This might be a what the fuck, but when Maya is getting like a massage, did that make you very uncomfortable?
Yeah, even though
I hated that.
Yeah, because she's like massaging her hips.
It was very weird, and the person that's massaging her is like, "Oh, you got hips like your mom," and I'm like, "This is weird. This is a
man.
weird
There's some
way to
creepy
start."
older women in this movie.
Yes, and they are free to. They're just like, "Let's talk about sex, baby."
So, the story of this film is set in the 16th century. Young Maya is running through. Oh, I thought I saw something about when it was timed because it was like a
I
mess
just
up
said that earlier.
because of the chilies. Like they didn't start doing that till the 17th century.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
Which was weird too, like the chilies on the ground. Like, what is that? Is that? I don't know. I don't have any.
It's I can tell you, it's they're drying them in the sun on the palace grounds, but they didn't start doing that till after this movie was supposed to be, set.
And then you get that creepy hunchback guy, Bicky, just.
Yeah.
I think he's supposed to be younger because he is Tara's older brother.
Yeah.
He is an old man pretending to be. It's like that movie Clifford that starred Martin Short as like a 10-year-old boy. That's what it felt like here. It was really weird. There were some choices made in this.
It makes me think of, I just watched an episode of It's Always Sunny where they're trying to make Danny DeVito look young.
Yes.
So they just put a wig on him. They just put a wig on him. And he's like, I'm 19, sir.
It's giving Steve Buscemi, hello, fellow kids. It's weird. I did not like it. Just cast somebody young, please. I know we're pinching pennies at this point, but just put a boy in there. Like, we're already off to a rough start with the weirdness. So, I didn't love it. Didn't love it at all. What's your next scene?
My next scene is Maya's revenge. But it has to be mentioned that, Tara's marrying the Prince Raj, and Raj is clearly interested in Maya. And so Tara spits in Maya's face. This is where, like, the movie, it has to be mentioned because I wonder so much if she doesn't spit in her face there. Like, it even just tones it down a bit. Does she need revenge? If she's just like, hey, I'm the boss now, go away. Even if she's just a little mean to her, does she react the way she does, where she gets her revenge?
And she bones Raj. King of the
that
Slams.
Wedding night boning, man.
Yeah, which is like, I guess this traditional Indian marriage lasts like a few days. Like the whole wedding ceremony is over like 5 days, and technically on the night of your marriage, you don't even like touch your husband. It doesn't happen until like the third night, and that's not even like full on, sex stuff. But yeah, so she just goes in there night one, is like, here I am, baby. Bite me.
He was giving her eyes, man. She knew what was going on. She knew what she was doing. Yeah, but you spit in my face. Do I blame her? Yeah, and then makes rookie mistake. You can tell Maya's inexperienced because she leaves her like red covering
Whatever. Yeah.
behind. And Vicky's peeking while she's
Bicky
doing it too.
crying.
Guy.
That guy's
Yeah.
pathetic. I hated Bicky.
He loves Maya, man. He loved her as a little girl. He loves
Yeah,
her as a middle-aged woman.
he just loves that girl.
Yeah.
And turns her ass in.
Yeah. Well, I think doesn't he first?
He wants to marry her.
Yeah. What a weird reaction. It's like, I saw you boning that guy. You want to get married?
Yeah, I mean,
and then she's like, even after she's like, no, and that's when it goes from him being upset about it to her like being shame.
Oh yeah, they
fast.
definitely Game of Thrones shame her out of the. And Bicky calls her a whore, and she gets thrown out of the kingdom. Raj and Tara. Oh man, great section there for Tara and Maya though. As Tara's leaving, Maya's like, "I did it.
Oh,
I did."
Yeah.
And I just want you to know that happened. So
best quote of the movie.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Yes, 100%. Best quote in the movie. Chat says that's what happens in Bridgerton. You have to marry somebody if you've been caught doing stuff. Well, I don't know. This movie, I'm sure, is not as sexy as, I don't know. It had some sexy moment, but yeah, there's a lot of sweat. There's a lot of wet. Yeah. Everybody's wet.
This movie has the quietest sexy. It's like they were shot by somebody else too. It's weird, man.
Yeah.
The sex scenes in this movie are weird.
I don't really know what the point of this movie is altogether. But yeah, the big thing I think that comes out of this is, like, obviously we have that rivalry. Raj is not a good dude. And we learned that pretty quickly too. Like, one, he's sleeping with somebody else on his wedding night. It's an arranged marriage. I get it. Whatever. Guy, guys want, he's not a great guy to start with. But then when his wife is like, "Hey, I'm ready for you," he is not a nice man to her. And unfortunately, that is not a great scene in this movie.
Yeah, it's rough.
It is rough.
I wasn't thinking we were gonna dip below the opening scene.
Yeah.
After the opening, and we got there, and that's just the kind of behavior that she wanted you, dude. Man, why you gotta?
Yeah, she wanted you, and she's inexperienced. Like, she's never done this before. She's not going around sleeping around like you are. Like, cut her some slack and be kind.
This guy's been probably with a lot of women already. He's slept around a ton, and he's a monster, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And again, with the tone of this movie, I think that there are times in this movie where we're supposed to, like, be okay with him, and like, even
you would
after,
have a hard time paying me enough to play a role like that. You know, like, for there to be rape, and then like buying little girls, and
it's
just,
too topical. Everything we've watched this month has become too topical. Like, I hate it.
Yeah.
It's gross.
But on the bright side, Maya leaves. Like, she kind of takes it on the chin and bounces back and goes and meets like Jai and Rasa.
That's my. I actually wrote that down. Jai and Rasa. That's my next scene.
Maya meets Jai and Rasa. Yep.
She meets Jai, who is a sculptor. He's the king's sculptor, whatever that means. We get introduced to him before this, but like briefly, into like the way they present it. And it's like, I don't know who this guy is. Is this
when they first showed him? I thought he was going to be like a bad guy, because he was like kind of like
a bad guy
watching her from afar, and I was like, "Gosh, is this going to get even worse?"
Yeah, it doesn't. Thankfully, I mean, it does, but it
does, but not at this moment,
right? And he's just this guy who's infatuated with Maya. Apparently, he's been having dreams, and like she is the muse for his work. He just had never seen her before. Until recently, and so he's like, "That's my Lotus girl," or whatever, and he's in love with her, and she's like, dude, I'm not giving it up. I've already done this before. I'm not doing this again. You're just a man, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, all right, all right, all right. I'm not going to touch your boobs without your consent. Which is a decent thing to do. Like, I don't care if you're a sculptor and you need to know how my boobs feel, like, to get the sculpture right. But, like, don't touch me, man. Like, come on. So he's like, hey, I know somebody. She teaches sex. It's going to be great. You're going to love her. And then we get introduced to Rasa, who is the, like, she used to be the courtesan for the king. And so she was like the head one, like she was his girl. And then she retired. And now she just teaches the Kama Sutra to girls that want to become wives or courtesans. So
I feel like Jay was like a little. It was also kind of like a place to stay, right?
Yes, that's what he really need her.
Yeah,
she needed a home, and he's like, she will take you in.
Yeah, you don't have to do the sex stuff. You can just stay here.
Yes, he did establish that.
Yeah.
But then, like, they fall in, like, they start hanging out more and more and fall in love.
Yeah. And he's nice to her, you know?
Yeah, he is nice to her. They just go for long walks a lot of times. She waits on him below his, like, sculpting site. And, like, the guys are like, hey, your girl's down there. Why don't you go hang out with her? And he's like, what are you guys talking about? So he goes down there and they have a little picnic, and then they end up boning.
Yeah, and that's what messes everything up.
Sex complicates everything. And
it messes it up. Then he's thinking about her too much.
He's so in love with her and infatuated with her that he thinks that she's going to interfere with his work. So she's
but you're sculpting her, guy.
Yeah.
Come on, guy. Well, how can that interrupt when you're seeing? It's a problem to be seeing her while you're sculpting her.
It's because it's his sculpting style. This is what I picked up, what I think I got from it. His sculpting style is now becoming too realistic because now he's sculpting her actual face. Like, you get to see other sculptures throughout the movie, and they're kind of like they're inspired by real human beings. They aren't humans, like the actual human form. And now his work is getting a little too real, and I think he's freaking out about how good he's getting at sculpting. He's like, hey, I'm not this good. We got to stop boning because you're making me too good at this. I know your body too well. I love that chat.
I wish I had problems like that. You know?
This sex is making me too good at my job.
Right. Man, what a good problem to have.
I love that chat. A total F-boy. I just want to focus on my career. So yeah, he does. He's just like, nah, I ain't got time for you. And she's like,
I got sculpting to do.
He's like, I got sculpting to do. She says, I want to get married to you, man. Like, I'm ready to dedicate my life to you, and let's do this thing. We're equals here. Let's do this. He says no. And she goes, okay, cool. And then she goes back to Ross, and she's like, I want to bone for a living. If the one that I love will not accept me, I will fake being in love with all these other people.
It's funny how the words that people they would try to, like, you know, justify to have mistresses and concubines and courtesans, and just to try to make it
seem nicer,
acceptable. Yeah.
We got to name them something. We can't just name them.
Get in here, woman.
We can't just name. What does Danny DeVito call him in the Charlie's mom? She's my something whore.
Oh no,
my bang maid.
My bang maid.
That's what you can't just call them bang maids. If you can't be with the one you love the one you're with. That's kind of her mentality. So she learns the Kama Sutra from Rasa, and she's like, I'm gonna, be the best courtesan ever, and I'm gonna get back at everybody, including Jay, whatever. And this is a big move in response to, like, just getting turned down.
Yeah. I I like Rasa a lot, though. I think she does some of the best acting in this movie for me.
Mm-hmm.
I love how just like calm and pleasant she is for
Yeah.
such a like kind of a all over the place movie. She's very grounded.
Yes.
She's just this I like, and she helps everybody. You know, she's just like a calming presence in the movie.
She is also like that counterpoint review I read earlier, like the women's sexuality is healing and liberating. Like all of that comes from the Rasa character. She's the one
Yes.
that says like you can take charge of your life. You can do these things. Like I don't teach the Kama Sutra about pleasure and like all these things. It's more about like being in tune with yourself and like spirituality of, love.
There was
and-
room for more of that.
Yes. In a movie
In an
called
hour and 40 in an hour and 40-minute movie, there was room for more of that.
And in a movie
And that
called
was some of the
Kama
sexiest
Sutra.
part.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
In a
some
movie
where
called
where it's
Kama
like,
Sutra. Talk about the Kama Sutra. And like
right?
that's what this movie is all about. Like
And
it's
for
not
me as a
about
consumer, the girls practicing together was like the sexiest part of this movie.
right. And they're and for if you didn't watch the movie, when he's saying like they're fully clothed, they're just like
Yeah.
in the different positions that you would see it's kind of like it was cool, like staging of everything too. Like she's just walking around and these girls are just kind of paused in these unique situations. And
Mhm.
I never even thought about the Spider-Man kiss. One of the girls is doing that Spider-Man kiss thing.
Yeah.
And they're like,
that's sexy.
oh, the reason this is good is because both partners get to experience the bottom lip of their other partner. And I was like, oh,
Mhm.
interesting.
Gonna
I
take a class now.
never thought about that. And now I got to take a class from Raza because she knows where it's at, So yeah, she becomes the courtesan, and that leads to Raj be like kind of having his little Cinderella moment, the one that got away. He discovers that that Jai is sculpting his girl that he had sex with, that he was like looking for forever. And he finds out that he's like, I've had sex with that girl. I know her. I got to find her. Got to find that glass slipper and make her my bang maid. And he does. And she ends up becoming Raj, the king, who is now married to Tara, the old best friend. And now Tara has to, put up with Maya being around, one-upping her again and showing her up and being his like main lady. So
yeah,
that's
we found out along the way too that like Raj is doing opium,
just pounding opium.
And also Jay, what he has to his reward for finding Maya for Raj is they gotta wrestle now.
Yeah.
Has to be mentioned. We'll talk about it again.
It's honestly my next scene. I just put wrestling and reconnecting. You have to have a WWE no holds barred. Just because
I love that we get the little like the foreshadowing with the like claws, no claws.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could do this with claws or no claws. Which are these? If you haven't seen the movie, they get to use claws as weapons. Like it's.
I do love when Maya's in the bath and Tara comes in. I love that. I feel like both actresses did really great in that scene. And even though I don't think Tara's gotten her revenge on Maya, like she really got her revenge for the spitting in the face by sleeping with her new husband. And so now she's like coming back, and it's like, but she didn't do anything. let it. Yeah, so now Maya's up a point for sure, because she can't get rid of her now.
Do you feel bad for Tara throughout this movie? Like, and we don't get any of her perspective.
But what the lesson is, you said it. You can't spit in people's faces, man.
You cannot spit in people's faces.
Just don't do that. They might ruin your life.
They will.
They will.
They will ruin your life. It is crazy that like
Yeah.
we don't get any focus on Tara. There's a much more interesting movie, I think, with Tara. She's a victim, and like she is in this life that she probably doesn't want. She was bawling her eyes out as she left her family to go be married to this monster of a man who, didn't even sleep with his wife, like when he was supposed to, and respect her in any way. And like we spend 90% of the movie with Maya.
Well, and I think there is an opportunity for a much sexier movie because we've got two beautiful like lead actresses here. When Maya then needs to teach Tara the Kama Sutra so she can please Raj, there's a huge opportunity there for some very sexy that we get none of.
Yeah.
Like it.
Yeah, we don't even get like that rekindling until like 20 minutes before the movie's coming up to the end. And it's very brief. And it's like, here, let me teach you how to pleasure your guy because he sucks, but we're going to do this. And then she goes to do it and he ridicules her again and brings up Maya. But that's way ahead. We're way ahead there. But like,
yeah,
he's just a tool. He sucks.
Then old sculptor boy comes back.
Yeah. They wrestle.
Mess like Maya's accepted it kind of. Like I feel like she's pretty happy, and then he comes up, comes back. I messed up. I love you.
I love you. Now what? And she's like, "What? Now what? Where are you? Like, I am.
I belong to him.
Yeah, I'm this dude's girl. He's the king. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, you had your chance. You blew it." And she fights him off a little bit, but then they like, you can't stay mad at the one you love. And then they rekindle and have a secret romance going on. And they're not good at height. Like, he should never be in her room ever.
Yeah.
And then they get caught.
Of course, right?
Because he's in her room all the time. And
yeah, he's probably not doing his sculpting. So they're like, hey, man, like there's probably guys he works with, right? He's not the only sculptor.
No.
And those other sculptors are like, man, he's not showing up for work. I'm telling somebody.
Yeah, this guy's got to pick up the slack. Like, come on. And so they're like, oh, well, let's go see my bang maid. And so he goes over and he's like, oh, look, it's the guy that is not me in your bed. And you're having sex with this guy. I'm going to kill him. And so Raj, and then Raj decides that he's going to execute this guy and send him
They wrestle again with claws.
With claws that time.
Yeah, with claws. And then Jade's taken away. And like, this is the brutal moment for Maya because like the moment he's taken away, she also walks into... she runs away from him being taken away to the bath where Tara has slit her wrist.
Just one wrist. Horizontal.
Just one wrist.
Cry for help, honestly.
Man.
She wasn't going full blown.
I guess she didn't know any better.
Cut that.
cut that.
Yeah. Also, okay. This scene is obviously the essay scene that we have earlier in the movie is ridiculous. Like, what the fuck? What are we watching here? The suicide scene is insane. One, we haven't spent any time with Tara. We have some weird scenes with Tara in this movie. Like there's a doctor scene where she's like getting touched on and she's like it's weird. It's so out of place. It doesn't mean anything. But anyway, Tara's slitting her wrist. And then like Maya just found out that her secret boyfriend is going to be sentenced to death. And like she saves Tara by wrapping her up and then is like hugging on her in the water. And she's like, my boyfriend's going to die. I was like, there's more important things going on here than your stupid love life that you suck at. Like, I was pissed. Maya, not a fan. Not a fan of Maya in this. Sorry, we've skipped around a lot, but like, what else you got?
I got them wrestling again, and then him being taken away, and Tara slutting her wrist. Maya goes to see Jay one more time, and they cut off her hair.
Mm-hmm. With no, like,
because-
I had to look up why she did this.
Okay, I'm glad you know why, because I was like,
Yeah, what the heck? They don't explain it to you. They're like, oh,
No,
she's just
not
cutting
at
off her
all.
hair, and he wants it. He's not going to get to keep it very long. But it in this culture or whatever, to show that you're a widow, you cut off your hair to symbolize that you are a widowed woman now.
oh, okay.
Yeah, so she cut off her hair and you give it to the man that's going to die. Like, you
That
put
would
it,
have been so nice to just one line.
just
to
one line about
explain
that.
it. Oh my god.
Yeah, they do not explain that. And then I look it up and I'm like, oh, okay, that's a lot nicer than what we want. Like, that gives a lot more context, and I feel a little bit better about that scene now. Unfortunately, they don't have scissors, so they had to do it with rocks. And I don't know how long it took, but she cut off a lot of hair. Like, this is a lot of hair.
A lot of hair real fast.
Real fast. So he is a sculptor. He knows what he's doing. He probably has some, good tools with those rocks.
Sculptor,
He's chained
barber.
to. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
The next scene we get after the haircutting scene is just like her begging Raj to not kill him. And she says, I'll never see him again. Just release him. Like, I'm yours forever. I'll do everything you say. And he's like, that sounds pretty good, but you don't love me, so I don't like that deal. Because
elephant stomp.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill him via elephant stomp and dragging him. Okay, here's a question for you.
Yeah. Man.
Are they dragging him by his penis?
Oh, I didn't think about that.
You should go back and see, and like one of the chains is on his front, and I can't tell if it's connected to his dick or if it's just like wrapped, like maybe he has a chain around him and it's just connected to another chain. I don't know.
Back.
Yeah, please go back and check out if there's a dick chain or not, because it's wild. This poor man's getting just drugged through the streets. It feels very
by an elephant, man.
By an elephant, dick chain and all. It feels very much like Jesus going to the get executed, and then they just get an elephant to stomp on him to death. And as that happens, there is a side story that's going on, a side plot where Dick Cheney. That's great. That's good. That's a winner.
Right there.
That's a winner.
That's a winner right there.
That's the winner forever. We're just going to keep that one. That's going to get starred. That is going to stay at the top there. Dick Cheney. All right. Yeah. So there's a side plot going on where Bicky and has been talking to the Shah of the region, and he's like going to send troops to attack Raj because he's an evil person that's been taking money from the poor and using it for his own lavish lifestyle. We don't get a lot of that, but as Jay dies, Maya's leaving, and then troops are coming in to take over the city. And Maya Bicky, man, he comes back.
Bicky's back.
And that's how the movie ends, with Maya walking out of there on her own free will, away from these people. So
it's just like it's almost like when she got kicked out of the other city.
Yeah.
Fresh start again. Like there could be Kama Sutra 2.
Ooh, the more Sutra. I need more Sutra.
Way more Sutra.
Way more Sutra. Less comma, though. I want less comma.
Kama Sutra 2. Less comma, way more Sutra.
Ooh, I love it. Because I think, what is Kama Sutra? Love lessons, I think, is comma, love lessons. So we need more lessons. That's what I'm looking for. More lessons from Rasa. Who's your favorite character in this movie?
Man, it does look like he's getting dragged by his dick.
Right?
Holy cow.
It makes it even worse. I'm like, this guy's gonna
For
get
anybody
stomped
who
to
wants
death.
to go back and watch, it's like hour at the hour 42 mark. It does, man. It looks like one chain's on his wrist and the other one's on his dick.
I think that's what's happening.
I didn't see that. Dick Cheney for sure.
Dick Cheney for sure. That's the they should retitle this movie, Dick Cheney.
Man, sorry to go back, but Rossi,
No.
man, she was the most grounded. I felt like that's where the good part of the movie was.
Yeah.
Was when Rasa was in it.
Which is great too. This is so that actress, she's a famous Hindi actress, Rekha, I think is her name. This is her first movie not in the Hindi language. So I thought she nailed it. I thought she was great. She is good. She's my favorite character too, because I thought back, I was like, man, I'm not making any of these main characters my favorite because I think they all kind of suck. They all do dumb things here, and I hate them for all the weird things. All right, lines that stick out to you, quotes from this movie. We've mentioned one, but we didn't say it. So
you say the best one. You're better at reading.
All right. Oh, Tara, all my life I have been wearing your used things. Now, something I have used will be yours forever. Which is like the ultimate bitchy comment. Like, I got it. I got you, girl. I got you. This is what you
As soon as
get.
she said that, I was like, that's probably the best quote of the movie. It's going to be hard to come over the top of that because there was more room for that. Like, make it spicier between Maya and Tara.
Yeah.
It's like after that comment, it's so.
Tara just goes through it all after that, too. Like, she has the worst time ever.
I do like we didn't mention their little conversation when they're in like the boxes and he's got gold all over his face. I like that moment for them too. More of that, man. More of that.
Yes, more of that. Make it more about these girls, the friendship between these girls. Whether it could still be a friendship, it doesn't need to be like a love relationship or anything. But like, make it about friendship and her like defeating Raj and siding. Do we think that Tara's in love with Maya? I mean, that's a better movie. It honestly is. Like, let's do that. But no. They don't do that. So what other lines do you have?
There's joy in three things: eating meat, riding meat, and putting meat into meat.
I had it written down too because of how insane it is. Like,
it is so insane.
Putting meat
opium,
into
man.
meat.
No telling what opium will make you say. I've
Hell of a
never
drug.
done opium, so hell of a drug.
I've done poppy seeds on bagels, but that's about as close as I come.
Oh man.
There was one where Raj says, "You hate me," and Tara says, "No, Raj." This is kind of when she has her moment when she's just like, you know, I was gonna be so good to you, but since you're such a dick to me, that's it. We're done. We're never doing this again. She says, "No, Raj, I do not love you enough to hate you," and then walks out. It's a badass moment for Tara.
I like that. I've got if I can't use the rules on the one I love, I'll use them on the ones I don't.
Yeah, that's the other. Yeah, that's the other one I had written down.
That's all I got.
That's all I had too. So, not a very quotable movie.
Not at all.
I'm not going to be saying quotes from this one for an extended period of time. All right, biggest laugh, cry, scare, or thrill from this? What moments hit the hardest emotionally?
Big laugh, man, was the doctor moment.
Yes.
The doctor moment was like a scene out of a comedy. We get no explanation ever of why Tara is just squirming and like maybe masturbating and like
who knows?
Who knows? And everybody, they're like, we got to bring the doctor in because we think she's possessed. No explanation whatsoever. They put a sheet over with a hole. For the doctor to reach, and he's got to be covered when he comes in too. No explanation.
No explanation. And like, why do we need the hole? Like, why does she need to be naked? And then why do we need the hole in the sheet? Like,
It did seem like it was seen from a comedy.
Yes, it does seem like a comedy scene. And like they're feeling around and she like he puts his hand, he's like, I need to test her heart. I need to feel her heartbeat, see how she's doing. So you think, oh, he's gonna check her pulse, he's gonna put her hand on her chest just to like feel the heartbeat. He does that intentionally, he's doing that. And Tara takes his hand and is like sucking on his finger and then like moves her hand down her body. Like she's into this. She's like, I don't care what's going on. I just need to be touched. She's going through this like manic phase where she's like, I don't know, like sexually induced mania. It's one of the weirdest things
for it to show just like the doctor having a boner.
Yeah,
like
like
Will
that
Ferrell and Anchorman.
Don't act like you're not impressed. It's the pleats.
Or they put the sheet back over him and there's just
a little tit. No, we can make a comedy out of this movie for sure. Any other emotional moments?
Cry, scare, thrill. The suicide attempt was pretty. I didn't see that coming, and so it was kind of like I was sad for Tara. That was definitely the moment that I was like, you know, I get your life sucks. You're stuck with this guy. He doesn't want you, and there's no getting out of it for the queen. You know.
I think and I agree with you. I think that is meant to be a very emotional, impactful moment. And the thing that drives me nuts is we just don't get enough Tara to
care.
To care that much.
It would make as much sense if Maya walked by, saw her in there bleeding out, and was like, "Yes," and kept running.
Nailed it. I had this scene also in my ridiculous moment scene because not only is it's Maya turns us back around on her problems immediately in that scene. She's like, I love somebody and they're going to die. And you're just sitting there bleeding out in the tub. Not only is she bleeding out in the tub, there are 3 servant girls that are watching this happen, not doing anything, just back there. I was like,
which makes me think she was like, don't do anything. Like,
that's like, why do we even need them in the background then? It's such a distraction to me. I was like,
movie,
these people are so weird. You signed up for this month, man.
Oh
yeah. So let's see. What else? Let's just go into ridiculous moments. Like, what other things? I mean, we've nailed a lot of them.
The wrestling, man.
The wrestling
was completely unnecessary.
Like, why do they do it? Like, he was like, "Oh, you can."
Like, it's a reward.
It's a reward to wrestle the king. But he's like, "We're equals here." And then
but you don't beat me.
Yeah,
if
don't
you beat me, then I'll break your legs.
If you do that again, I will kill you. I'll break your legs, whatever it was. And then he signs up for it again. He's like, yeah, let's wrestle again. And this time, claws on.
Claws on, baby.
Yeah, and then he beats his ass again. And he's like, I'm definitely killing you now.
Man, that scratch on the back was a pretty good thrill.
Pretty good. Yeah. Jai, what is his last name? I'll say it. Jai Kumar, whatever. Anyway, like I put like his ridiculous response to her like wanting to make it official, and he's like, "Nah, I'm too good at my job." I thought that was pretty insane.
Before you explained it, the cutting off of the hair.
Yeah, the hair
with no explanation. It's still like the fuck.
Yeah.
What? Maybe have sex with him instead of cut your hair off. This is the last time you're gonna see him, or like just make out.
Why does Maya get so hung up on Jai Kumar, like, and he's like, you could come with me. There's that weird scene where he's like, come with me tonight. You'll see what we do, like as men. And then he takes her to this sex party or whatever where Raj ends up at, and then like buys a girl to, you know, deflower or whatever. Like, it's so weird. Like, we already hate Raj. Do we need more to hate Raj? And does this make us like Jay anymore? No, it doesn't. Like, it's so weird. And like, that's obviously a woman in a turban. Like, you can't convince me
that's where we get one of the gross women. There's a lot of like the moms and stuff that they're gross in this movie, and that woman who's like, oh yeah, let me get you a fresh young girl. Like,
yeah,
gross.
Yeah, it's
Definitely what the fuck moment.
yeah, there's
We
a
don't need
lot
it.
of that.
We don't
And
need it.
and I mean, I know like and the only explanation about like the older women is like, yeah, this is our life. This is what we do, like the acceptance of that. And it's like, we're going to talk about sex.
Settled into it.
Yeah, like I mean, that's the excuse, but I don't love it either. I don't know. I would love to see somebody defend this movie for being any kind of good. I would love to talk to them about it, but it's not.
I think the ending as well, just like maybe Tara and Maya leaving together.
Yeah.
It's just kind of ends.
Yeah, because like Tara has that moment with Raj and like denies him. Like he makes fun of her again, and she says that line about like I can't hate you because I never loved you. Kind of I don't love you enough to hate you. Like Tara should leave then, but then we see her at the execution scene with Raj, whatever, dumb.
Fighting crime, penetration, and then it just sort of ends. Yeah, it just ends. It gets elephant stomped, and then it ends. Like I would have loved to see Tara, or Maya try to save him, or I don't know, man. You're gonna put me through an hour and 45 minutes of this.
It felt like 3.
Yeah,
it felt like 3. Well, Saeed was really into Shannon, so that complicates everything. We're not talking about Lost. Stop trying to bring Lost up into this. This is not about Lost. All right. I don't care if you love Saeed. He sucked in this movie.
Lost or Game of Thrones.
Yeah, no, we're done with that. Best music moment or score? Any parts stand out?
I felt like the one part that stood out to me was when they were taking him from Maya off. That music with like the drums and the doom doom. Like,
yeah,
that was mainly it.
There was like in the beginning of this movie, you were one of those people like the music was too loud, or like there's a part in the beginning of this movie where there's like 3 competing things going over top of one another, and I'm like, this is not music, this is noise, and I hated it.
And there's something about Indian, music that with the what is it, the
sitar, like that guitar thing.
The sitar, and just there's a certain way. It's like a certain scale that they sing to. Something that is not used in Western culture much at all, and it is tough for me.
Yeah,
it almost sounds. I don't mean any offense, but bad. I really have to like settle into it, and so this movie, by that point, when they were taking him, I had settled into it enough to be like, okay, this is a good version of all this.
Yeah. There is, I don't know if I remember the music very well from the, and the person that did the score is Michael Dana. They tried to get an Indian composer for the score, and that composer was like, I don't want my name tied to the Kama Sutra. Like, I'm not doing that. No way. So there was a scene that I really liked that was beautiful, and it's in the trailer for the movie. It's when she's bathing at that like bathing spot with all those people, like all the peasants or whatever they are, and like she extends her like dress out or her cloak or whatever, and it's see-through, and you can see the sun setting and the in between. I think that is so beautiful, and this movie just had a lack of that. Like there was not enough of moments like that. It was framed really well. It was really pretty, and like there's a lot of really pretty stuff in there.
We got to talk about that place where they went swimming.
Yeah.
The fakest part, like,
yes.
After being, like, they were there.
Yes.
They filmed in India. You telling me you couldn't find a spot for them to swim that looked...
I am so glad that you said that, because that's exactly like my when I rated it and I write little reviews and everything, I was like, you have the most beautiful setting. Like the colors are beautiful in this movie. Like there's a lot of reds and oranges and golds and all these things in this movie. And, with the sun setting, all these things that are there, you filmed in India. And then there are other times where I'm like, that looks like the cheapest set I've ever seen in my life.
Yep.
It's like they did everything. They half-assed it all. So I'm so glad that you brought that up, because it was like, yeah, That is so true. F Mary Kill. Why not?
Why not?
Why not? I feel like this is pretty like I don't know. This one's pretty difficult, I think. Tara, Maya, Rasa.
Mary Rasa.
Yeah.
I got to start there. And then tough.
It gets a little tough because you got to think about their personalities. You got to think about.
Okay, I take it back. I fuck Rasa.
Ooh, okay.
I marry Maya.
Okay.
And I kill Tara.
She was trying to get out anyway. Why not, right?
Yeah, she was trying to get out. I'll do it for you.
My kill has to be by elephant.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. I think my kill is the most obvious. I think I agree with you on the Maya Rasa being the tough one. Like, what do I do? But yeah, I think Tara is death by elephant.
I think maybe Rasa's too experienced for me.
Ooh. But she's kind of settled down. Like she knows how to. She knows. Oh, but I see what you're saying. Like she's good for a night, but I don't want her telling me I'm bad in bed
definitely good for a night.
Yeah, she's good for a night. I can see what you're saying there. Maya's got to grow her hair back out a little bit more. That haircut she has at the end of the movie, though. Like
yeah, but did you watch Game of Thrones?
I did watch Game of Thrones. Yeah.
She does look good with short hair, cut better. Right?
Oh, she is. I forgot she's in Game of Thrones.
She's one of Pascal's sister. Yeah.
In their little weird incestuous thing. Yeah, she's one of those people. Yeah. I remember her now. She does have short hair. I like her long hair though. It's beautiful. Like
I do too.
Yeah, she's got great hair. Yeah, so that was F Mary Kill, everybody. And it's from now on, it's always going to be F Mary Kill by elephant. From here, starting today.
From here on out.
F Mary Kill by elephant. So thank you, Kama Sutra, A Tale of Love, for bringing that to my attention. Who do you think gave the best performance in this movie?
Indira Varma.
Yeah.
As Maya.
I don't like Maya, but I think she did.
I don't like her as a character. I think she did a good job. Ross is not in the movie enough for it to be my favorite performance.
We are so on, you and me.
Raj is so fucking gross. I mean, I thought about it.
Yeah.
Because
he's good. It's like Joffrey.
I hate him. Yeah, I hate him. I hate him a lot. So,
yeah.
You guys have taught me that. Like sometimes, like a good performance doesn't mean that I liked what the character did.
That's Gene Hackman for me. And like every movie he's ever in, he's always some asshole or a bad guy, but he's always the best actor in that movie. He's just killing it.
Adam Scott and Step Brothers.
Adam Scott and Step Brothers. Agree. He's awesome. I had to do a lot of trouble like casting this and doing a recast of this. So if we're doing 96 or 2026 recast, did you pick anybody?
I had to go into like a world of Bollywood that I'm not familiar with.
Yeah.
Almost went like probably pretty racist of me if I'm being honest, just like by looks. Was like, she kind of looks like her.
Yeah.
And like went for the big people, like the so for Maya there was an actress, Taboo. Tabu. Yeah, and like I don't think the 96 is even worth going. You'd have to like search for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll have to spell a lot of these because of my my 2026. I think the Taboo lady could be Rasa and the 2026 version. for sure. But I think she would have been a good Maya when in '96 as well.
Yeah, would have been a good age too.
Yeah, for Tara Manisha. I'm not even gonna try her last name. I feel like it's just gonna be
Kerala or Kandukar?
yes,
Kandu
yes, the first one.
Kerala or yeah, something like that.
Korea,
Okay, yeah.
Korea, yeah. As Tara, Amir Khan for Raj.
Amir Khan, Sher Khan.
I don't have anybody for Rasa. She was perfect.
Rasa's she is so perfect in this.
Yeah.
I didn't cast anybody in '96 because, but I mean, I'm glad that you went down that Bollywood,
It's like famous Bollywood.
Yeah, but seriously, like that is such a thing that I am not well versed in. There's Bollywood. There's also Tollywood, which is like Northern Indian, like their movies, which RRR, which somebody in chat just said something about RRR, just brought up for 2026. Ram Charan, who's a very handsome man. He is just a good looking dude. RRR is fun. Bollywood movies are 3 to 4 hours long, and there's a lot of dancing, a lot of like. Some of them are action packed.
Most of the world is highly respected. Like people love Bollywood, man.
Yeah, and it's something that I mean I would love to get into. See, like, what are your best like 5 movies of Bollywood and or best Indian movies ever? I would love to watch those movies. I saw that there was a remake of Forrest Gump, an Indian remake of Forrest Gump, and I have to watch that movie.
Yes, please.
That came out like within the last few years. It's called Law Singh Chadha, and it is a remake of Forrest Gump. So
I'm in.
Will I understand it though? Because surely they're going through like parts of Indian history instead of like Forrest Gump being a part of. But
brush up before you.
Yeah, I'll have to get really up to date on my Indian history. So we'll see. Yeah. We'll see where it goes. Did you do anybody for 2026?
I did. For Maya, I've got Naomi Scott.
Ooh, yeah, Naomi Scott. That's a good pool.
Again, it was haven't necessarily seen these people in anything, but I have Anya Chalotra, who is in The Witcher.
Oh yeah, I saw some of that when I was looking up people earlier.
My favorite recast that I did through the whole one was Dev Patel for Raj.
Yes, I had Dev Patel as Raj as well, instead of the guy that
I can see him being an awesome Raj.
Yeah, I actually had the Ram Charan guy as Jay or Jai or whatever his name is, Jay, because I was just like, I don't know, he's the more handsome. Not that Dev Patel's not handsome. I've seen Dev Patel be a little shit though, and like be an angry man. I could see him really nailing Raj.
Yeah, agreed.
And then for the girls, I had a couple actresses that I'd seen in other movies. One for like for Tara, there's a girl that was in Mean Girls, the musical version. Her name's like Avantika. I think she just goes by Avantika, Avantika. She's got like the big eyes that like Tara has, and like that's kind of where I went with that. And then I saw this movie a couple of years ago called Polite Society. It is about sisters and growing up in like an Indian culture. The one actress that I thought would be good for Maya might be Priya Kansara. Her name's Priya.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought that I had, and then Dev Patel and Ram Charan were the other two that I had. So yeah, nice. I had to dig deep because I was like, I don't know any of these people at all. So it's interesting. All right, let's move on to some fun facts or behind the scenes stories, production trivia. I also call this the Did You Know section. So what things have you learned about this production of Kama Sutra?
They had to, when they were filming in India, they had to call it Terra and Maya. Had to get permission to film
Which is so because of the content. Like they're filming a movie about sex and heavily like nudity, and that is not a big. They don't do that in India.
it. Yeah,
So
not allowed.
not allowed. Not allowed at all. What else?
Um, it was Indira's debut performance.
I thought that was interesting that this was
Yeah,
her first thing.
yeah, she's been in a lot since.
Yeah.
Um, First mainstream Western distributed films to explore Indian erotic tradition seriously.
Night. I did not have that one.
What you got?
On top of the ones that you've already said, they had to pay protection money to like so they like bribed people when they were shooting this
Bribe
film.
money,
Yeah,
yeah.
they bribed money to avoid prosecution. And then like whenever government officials would come to the set, they would make up like fake sets and scenes which took away the nudity and stuff that was critical to the plot. So I thought that was pretty interesting that they would go that far just to film in India. I would just film this in the UK or any other place besides those places to do this, but whatever. Also, this movie was banned in India and Pakistan. So, any other fun facts from you?
That's all I got.
All right, I got a couple more. One of them is whenever the elephant kills Jai Kumar, the elephant urinated on the camera as it was being held from below. Not only are you getting killed by elephant, he's pissing on you too. So
Oh man, after
that
dragging
sucks.
me by your dick.
Getting that Dick Cheney, yeah.
Uh,
And then who is this that's saying this? Is this Indira? Indira maybe was saying this, or maybe the other actress. It wasn't called Kama Sutra when we were filming it. She said it was untitled. And then when it says in the script they make love, when you're young and naive and stupid, you don't process the idea that it'll take one day with your kid off to shoot that sentence. And she remembered phoning home crying and her dad saying, "Don't worry, at least there's no sex in it." And her dad, who she kept in the dark about the film's content, never saw the movie. She told that in an interview, which breaks my heart. I'm just like, oh.
until one day he was just watching IFC.
And he watched IFC. He's like, hey, this Cody kid's been watching IFC. Let me check this out and see what's going on here. Surprise!
Surprise, Dad.
Surprise! Your daughter's boobs. One thing we didn't talk about. I think the costume design in this movie is great.
Yeah.
I think one of the outfits that Maya is wearing, the pearl thing, that was awesome looking. She looked great. That was a great dress.
First comes back to Raj too. And she's her hair is super done up. Her whole
looks great.
Costume. Yeah, it looks great.
Looks great. All right, like a fine wine and dish, if you could pair this movie with another movie for a double feature, what would you choose?
I've got several. Portrait of a Lady on Fire, Memoirs of a Geisha, Showgirls.
Okay, yeah.
Moulin Rouge, Marie Antoinette, Call Me by Your Name, even.
Okay.
Have you seen that with Timmy?
Yeah.
Timmy Chalamet.
Oh, I love Timmy. So yeah, I definitely have seen Call Me by Your Name.
Yeah.
It's a heartbreaker. It's a weird one to be like it handles weird content, but oh man, it's heartbreaking. That's a good movie.
Yeah. If you want to keep the weird sexual, yeah.
It's got some stuff in it. Yeah.
Throw on some Timmy.
Just throw on Timmy. Any others?
That's all I got.
I had Memoirs of a Geisha too. I was like, hey, let's just take this story and move it into a different culture. So, Belle de Jour, which is a French film about a woman that decides to start becoming a sex worker, just for she's bored in the afternoons with her family. So she just goes and The movie Hamon Hamon, which is a Spanish film. It's got Javier Bardem in it. It's got Penelope Cruz in it. It's got this weird, like, this is kind of a love rectangle in this movie that we're watching. So I was looking for other love rectangle movies, and that movie I watched within the last year is a wild Spanish movie. Like, that is a
So you say
crazy.
Javier Bardem and Penelope Cruz?
Yes, and they're young. This is like one of their first movies.
Oh, so then they go on to do Vicky Cristina Barcelona with Scarlett Johansson.
And then end up getting married.
That's what a crazy story. I didn't know that they were in anything else but together.
And Hamon Hamon literally translate to ham.
Ham.
Yeah, ham. Because it's talking about that special. There's like a special Spanish ham or whatever. This movie is weird and crazy and kind of fits what we were just doing with this movie. So, and then another love quadrangle, love rectangle is Closer. You remember Closer? Yeah. There's some messed up stuff in there. A movie about sex that's also not very like sexy, and there's nothing like shown ever in that movie. But that movie's.
There's some Fall Out Boy lyrics in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Not to be confused with Come On. No, Hamon is not related to that movie at all. But all right, rewatchability. How likely are you to rewatch this movie?
My first 0.
Nice. I love it.
Never.
You're never gonna watch this or Crash again.
Yeah, I think even Crash got a 1.
Yeah.
Like if somebody was like, let's rewatch the weirdest shit or some of the weirdest shit you've ever seen, Crash would get put on. Yeah. So you would rather watch Crash than this movie? That's just because I was so uncomfortable for most of the movie. I'm out. Yeah. Never again.
I also put this on. I didn't give it. I gave it a 1. I was like, I don't want to see this movie ever. It's not good enough for me to go back to at all. So sounds like he really wants to watch Crash again. All right. Overall rating. What do you give this?
I gave it a 2. Just 1 point for Rasa alone.
She's great.
Right?
You're right.
I can't. It's not a 0 movie because Rasa holds it up if anything. And there are moments that I felt, without the plot giving much reason to it. And I hear you on it. Like I still feel bad for Tara. I wanted to feel more bad for her if they would have built the relationship a little bit more. But I think there were some emotion there. I think, like you're saying, there were moments of good cinematography, beautiful shots. So it's a 2 for me.
Yeah. And for the same reason I gave it a 2 as well. Like there is a good movie within this story. They just did not film it. And they chose something way worse. And just really tonally, it didn't work for me. Like there are comedic moments. There are like really effed up moments. There are these romantic but like I never felt the romance of this movie. And this is a movie that you have given me you've given me a colon, a tale of love, and I didn't give a crap about the love in this because I didn't believe it. Like I just think that this did not accomplish what it was advertising.
The really quiet sex scenes were weird.
Yeah. And I wanted some more crazy positions.
Yeah, like that's why I did my Lotus name, because that's like every time, like half the time they showed them having sex, they were doing the wrap
Lotus,
around feet. Yeah, like.
And that's why my name is Deer's Gate, because I was trying to find positions and like cool names, and that was supposed to be one, but I couldn't. Like, I have not ever seen an example of it, and I'm looking up Kama Sutra in my my Google searches and everything. But that's one. The Deer's Gate is one, so you guys got to look that up. That's your it's a rear entry position. Well, that does it for Kama Sutra. Steven, thank you so much for doing these movies with me. The sex month that was not as sexy as we thought, and everything. I'm gonna give you two. I'm gonna ask two things from you. One, I always wrap up with you giving a movie recommendation, but two, I want you to rank the sexy movies this month
Ooh.
from 1st to 4th.
Oh.
They're just all
Yeah,
so
I didn't
good. I
think
know
it
it's
was
tough.
possible, but I don't think that I will be as bothered by this movie. This movie was just unlikable to me.
Yeah.
Whereas Crash was so, like almost vulgar in topic that I would have the day I watched it or the day after I watched it, I would have been like, there's that you can't. There'll be nothing lower than this.
Yeah.
But the more I thought about it, the more I had, was just disturbed by it, and that's kind of hard to do without like it being silly. It felt so real. So I'm gonna say Kama Sutra at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Crash after that. I'm gonna say Striptease after that. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Bound was a good movie.
Good movie. Yeah.
That was our good movie of the month.
I am thinking that Bound is going to be one of those movies. Like every year, there's always a surprise movie that like I'd never seen that kind of just blew me away. I think Bound is going to be that movie for me this year.
Definitely our sexiest movie.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
definitely sexy, and I agree
sexiest
with
movie of Sex Month.
and I agree with your ranking as well. Bound, Striptease, Crash, Kama Sutra. That's the order I go in as well. So
Yeah.
we're right there. Now, have you seen any?
It says something about us that car accidents being around, like being sexy, is more bearable than kids. Man, they were too young. Young.
The lack of plot in Crash was still better than the weird plot of Kama Sutra. That's yeah.
At least Crash had like Jana,
Yeah. Have you watched anything recently that you would recommend to anybody?
Man, I hate to disappoint you, but I haven't.
You're still watching TV?
I'm watching a lot of TV. I'm rewatching Abbott Elementary. I always recommend that as like a turn your brain off, just enjoy your life watch. But I'll speak about something that I'm excited to watch because it just came to streaming, which is Rental Family.
Ooh.
I believe it's on Peacock, maybe.
Oh, nice. I wanted to watch that movie. It looks really good. So
yeah, I don't want to lie to you.
Don't lie to me.
Don't lie to me. Hulu.
Oh, okay. I'm on board.
February 18th came to Hulu. So excited to watch Rental Family. Wanted to see that one before, and just didn't make it to the theater.
And that's okay. I'll give you a pass for that.
What have you watched?
Let's see. What have I watched? I've been doing like my Oscar death run recently of just trying to get through the 50 titles that were nominated for Academy Awards this year. I'm 50% done, and I have 2 weeks left to get those suckers going. I loved Marty Supreme, and I loved One Battle After Another.
Oh, God.
I did. I loved it.
You love Leo.
Dude, I love Leo. He's so good in that movie. And Benizio's really good in that movie, too. I don't know. There was something about that movie that I really liked. I do think that there's like too much hype on Tiana Taylor in that movie. She's good in that movie. She's not like
sexualized the fuck out of her.
She's not like amazing to me in that movie. So I'm like, I think there were like I liked Regina Hall in the movie a little bit better.
New one. Yeah, we got a new one to argue about.
No, I loved that movie. So yeah, I watched those two. And Super Troopers. I watched Super Troopers recently. It's great. But I made it through all my most of the short films and stuff. So we're good there. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Have you ever heard of it?
Never heard of it. I'll have to check it out.
It's incredible. But yeah, I knew I didn't want to bring it up. I meant to tell you the other day about me liking One Battle After Another, but We could talk about it another time.
I like the chat ranking, but I think that Crash is more misleading than Striptease. Striptease is like what that movie was. I feel like
There were literally like 6 scenes in that movie of strip teases. Like,
there were
I mean, I guess
crashes though.
there were crashes. So yeah, I guess this is kind of right. But is a strip tease an actual like full, like you see everything, or is it supposed to be a tease and it's like more, cabaret style? Like,
There was a lot of crashing in Crash.
there were a lot of crashes in Crash. So I don't know. We can talk about that at another time too. So
Yeah.
Well, thank you for giving me all that information. If you want to keep the conversation going, you can join our Discord server. We have that. There's links available if you want to go to the links in my link tree. There's Instagram there. You can check out my letterbox. It's listed there as well. I've made lists. I've got things out there. Please, go over there and follow me. Next week, we are starting a new theme for Oscar season because the Oscars are in March. This is going to be dedicated to the films that were nominated for Best Picture at the 1997 Academy Awards. We're titling this "It's an Honor to Even Be Nominated," and we're starting the first week off with The English Patient, a movie that I've never seen, and it's going to be long, and I can't wait. So we'll do that next week, next Sunday, March 1st at 5 p.m. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time here on 52/1996. Goodbye.
Bye.
We spun the reel through desert storms and courtroom cries. Love letters burned, planes went down, truth hid behind the lies. From snowbound crimes in Fargo streets to agents running wires, we laughed with Gilmore, screamed in masks lit, theaters on fire. It's 52/1996, let the credits roll tonight. Good movies, bad movies, all of them in the same rewind. 1 year, 1 week, every frame gets its time to shine. We'll see you next story on 52/1996.